I feel like us as a species, as a human collective, we are failing day by day. And we've been here for a while, and I think it just progressively gets worse as time goes on. Now, I don't have a PhD, I don't have money or all this extra shit. Look at the room I'm in. I don't have anything to back what I say, and there's no reason you should, you know, agree with what I say. You don't have to, and there's no problem with that. But I've noticed, and it's a topic I'll talk about another time called pattern recognition, just in life in general, that us as a species, we love when our ideas, our thoughts, how we feel, our values, our morals, we love it to an extent to the point where we want somebody to challenge it. We love our ideas and opinions to be challenged now. This wasn't always like this, you know? I like to say that we're in a generation or a time where we can no longer agree to disagree with people, you know? There's always one side that's right, one side that's objectively the good side, you know? But I think what we fail to realize is that opinions are opinions. They're opinionated. They're not how you should see people, you know? And I've just been trying to find the right words to perfectly represent how I feel about everyday life. I see that as a society, as a species, as humans, we're failing day by day. We're not making progress anymore. We're taking steps backwards, if anything. You know, we're so much like this. We're so argumentative now. We hate each other, basically. But we love when our ideas are challenged. We love when our ideas are challenged because it's the only way we can socialize with each other anymore. I will say the one thing the older generations got right is that us as humans, we used to go outside. We used to talk to people, you know? I believe we're so chronically online now that the only way to socialize with each other is through arguments. And the way I view arguments is that they're just ways to express thoughts. You know, I love having respectful arguments. I don't like when arguments get disrespectful because I feel like your point, your perspective, the whole reason you're having said argument is thrown out the window immediately. The second you get disrespectful, you know, the second you put your emotions forward. But I'm not saying you dismiss them. If anything, I want to hear them. I want to be more understanding of them. Like I said, the only reason I'm making this video is just to see if any other people share my perspective. Left, right, I don't care. You know? But like I'm saying, we love to argue, you know? That's the only way we socialize anymore. That's the only way we talk to each other anymore. I value in life the most is just independent thought, you know? And another topic I'll talk about later is how as a species I don't see not humans but individual consciousness making it past 2030, you know? I feel like the more and more we go on, we try to convince ourselves, no matter what side you play, no matter what perspective you have or what view you hold, that there can only be one side. There can only be one view you must have, only one perspective. One must reign superior. And I think it's just a human race where in like a fucking dick measuring contest, dick or no dick, right? We we have this feel where we have this like I don't even know how to articulate it in words. We feel we must be superior, whether it's thought, you know, just in simple terms, thought. I never look at certain things like race or no. I look at the bigger picture. I look at everything is like in a whole, you know? And I feel like it's just now all we are as a species is just argumentative superiority complex fucking flesh bags that just walk around every day on a daily basis doing the shit we don't like, living the life we never wanted to live, you know? And I'm not pushing blame on anybody for this. At the end of the day, we all have the same blood. We're all the same human. We all come from the same place, you know. Which is why I value everybody's opinion, hell, more than mine, you know. Because I look at life as like, if I can gain more perspective on everything, if I can look at things differently, like that's what I don't understand. Why do people hate other thoughts? They hate other opinions. Theirs is right. Nobody else is. It's just their opinion that matters. When in my opinion, I treat life almost as if I don't go through life as a flesh bag, as I called it. I go through life as a sponge, you know. I absorb knowledge at an insane rate, and I'm not talking math. I'm not talking shit like that. I mean just human, how we move, how we do shit on a daily basis. I look at it all. Pattern recognition, you know. I recognize the patterns. And like I said, dude, I feel like we're at a point in time where individual consciousness is being threatened. And that, in my opinion, no matter how many nuclear bombs each country has, no matter anything, I think that is not climate change, not anything. Individual consciousness is what we should be looking at as a whole, is dying. You know, we're looking at our opinions as facts. You know, I value opinions. I love individual thought. I love the idea that somebody else other than me can think a different thought than I. And I don't know why people don't either, you know? Like, I feel alone. Not in a depressing way, but in the way I think, you know? And while I can find joy in that, knowing that that's my specialty, that's what makes me unique, my thought, you know, how I view things, my upbringing. I also am a little bit sad because I'm about to say a little something that's a little narcissistic. I want you to know right now, we're all human. We are all guilty of the things that I point out, you know? I think my greatest strength and weakness is my awareness of myself and the others around me. You know, I have this talent, you know, this sounds narcissistic, but I have this talent where I can just look at things from an unbiased point of view, no matter how I stand on said topic or anything, you know, bigger pictures, anything, right? I can look at anything with an unbiased point of view. And again, I think we're both failing. Left, right, human, non-human, whatever you want to go by. I think we're all failing, you know? I feel like we're at a point where we've taken so many steps forward that we're like either stuck or taking steps back, if that makes sense. You know? Like us as humans are the craziest thing. Let's take into account that like at heart we are all like just animals. We are all born from the earth, bro. We came from the earth. We are all animals. But we are so evolved. We are so advanced that we've forgotten we're animals. Isn't that crazy? Like is that not like fucking insane? But I digress. My point is, sorry the video cut off, but my point is that we need to do better. Right? And I think a lot of people are starting to catch on. No matter what side you play, how you feel about certain topics, how you move throughout your life, what struggles you have that others don't have, we could all be doing better, you know? I look around and I only see us taking steps backwards now. We're too busy arguing. And it's disappointing because we could be doing so much more. We could be doing so much more. Like so much more. But we don't. Why? Oh, because he feels this way and he feels this way. Who cares? When you look at arguments how I look at them, and I'll tell you, the way I view arguments, let's act like this is a person right here. This person has a whole different upbringing than this person, you know? They were brought up differently, right? Which changes the way they see things, how they go throughout their daily life, how they do all this, right? And the way I go into an argument is that I know this person because of their upbringing, no matter what they went through, whatever struggles they faced, whatever they did, blah, blah, blah. I know that this person is going to be so stern on how they feel. Chances are, I'm not going into an argument like, I'm going to change how this person feels about this because my way of thinking is superior. No. I accept the fact that before the argument even happens, the debate, as I call it, this person will never see it how I do. Our upbringings are different. This person will never, ever see it how I do. Even if you can get them to agree with you, they'll still agree with some points, bro, that they feel, you know what I mean? Like, you two are never going to see eye to eye on a situation, right? You were brought up differently. You have different perspectives. Have we forgotten this? Because now we hold people up to a point of where, like, their opinions are them as person, if that makes sense. I think we can hold Twitter, now known as X, for this, misinterpretation. You send a text message to your friend, say something, and he misinterprets the energy of the text, I think this is why jokes are taken very harshly now. Because, we're so chronically online, chances are you read a joke that was written out. You didn't hear the comedian perform it. You didn't hear said person say it. But again, that truly doesn't matter. You could feel a certain way on a situation that's like, oh, I truly don't like this joke and how he said it like this. Or I truly don't like how he went about saying this. And that's completely fine, Do I believe the comedian has to apologize? No. Do I believe you have the right to be mad? 100%. But if you know this comedian's not going to apologize, and if you know that you're still going to continuously be mad, but he's not going to apologize, but you're still going to be mad, then why waste the effort being mad? He's not going to apologize. This is how I view my arguments. He's still going to see it this way, and I'm going to see it this way. I did not start this video to convince you guys to think like me. That's not why I'm here. I'm just here to share my thought. I don't want to start arguments. I want to start debates. I want to start people thinking more. Because that's the only thing we do nowadays. We argue. We don't just have discussions, We argue. That's all we do anymore. Prove me wrong. I know that kind of contradicts my whole point, but seriously. There's so much hatred now. There's so... Live. Do what you want to do in your life. Why do you care about the guy who's never going to change his stance on an opinion? You're not going to make him see it how you do. You were brought up differently. Guy, girl, whatever. You're not going to make them see it how you do. They're still going to be stern on their opinion, and you're going to be stern on yours. How I treat the argument when we're ready to stop, I'm fine with them keeping their opinion. It doesn't make me value them less as a person because they don't see something how I do. Because like I told you, I value nothing more than an independent opinion. A group of people with the same opinions. I love that. That's when they come together. That's what we all should be doing. Not just limiting it to groups. We all need to be more understanding of one another. But again, people forget we're humans at heart, right? Our first instinct is not to hate. You're not born with hate. You're taught hate, right? You're taught hate. I think every human can agree that you're not born with hate. You are taught hate. Okay? We can all agree this. I think. If not, explain to me why. I would love to hear it. But like I said, we're all very hateful right now. Even me, sometimes I'll have a thought like, why is that guy saying this thing? I don't like this thing. But then I really think about it. It's like, him liking that thing doesn't change the thing I like. I'm still going to fuck with this thing. He's still going to fuck with his. I'm not going to make him see it how I see it. That's a waste of my time that I could be spending living. Which brings me back all the way to the beginning of the video. We are all too chronically online. What is said, fuck, my hair's fucking my shit up. Ugh, scratchy. My fucking nose is all itchy and shit. But what is said online, I don't know why we're translating it to life, It's online. It's a whole different realm, in my opinion. And I think we need to just stop like going online. Like, I think we just need to go outside more. I think a lot of the world's problems, no matter, again, what view you have, what side you play, would just be solved if you turned off your computer and took a step outside and realize, look at all we have. Look past the governments and the hate, the racism, the sexism, all of it. Look at the fucking trees, bro. Look at the trees. Look at the grass you stand on. Look at the house you live in, the apartment, the whatever. You don't have a house, look at the concrete you sit on. All right? I know that's a little harsh, but still. All right? Dude, I will say the economy is in shambles right now. Personally, that's how I feel. I think a lot of people can agree. That's kind of the narrative right now. You know, hey, aliens exist. Hey, I can't pay my rent. So, dude, I think we need to focus on more. You know, I just think we're misdirecting. Like, I think we need to stop all this hate shit and all this, oh, you don't agree with me, so that makes you less of a person than I am, and I'm better than you because I have this opinion, because that's how we treat each other. That, like, I don't care if it's not that. That's how we treat each other. I'm just noticing. You know, it doesn't have to be that. You know, it could really be that you have a genuine problem. Like, you don't think this person should be able to walk through daily life with said opinion. But at the end of the day, he doesn't like your opinion, and yet you're still allowed to walk freely, think freely, do what you want to do freely. Or he. I keep saying he, but when I say he, I just refer to general. Like, I just mess up the wording sometimes. Because I'm not reading a script. I'm just looking at my webcam. I'm just going off the dome, bro. Like I said, I want to create this channel just to get some thoughts out there. You know, put them out there. Some stuff I can reflect back on. Because I've noticed I've had too many of these thoughts just to let them sitting in my brain. And if you truly believe I'm saying something that offends you, or if I'm saying something that's wrong in your opinion and right in mine, you know, tell me. I'm understanding. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to hear your side. And I think that's what we need to do with everybody. I think we need to hear each other's side. All of it. Not just portions of it. We are all guilty, left and right, of only grabbing the negative of said situation and pushing it to the front. It's not really a human thing. That's more of a, you know, Fox News, CNN thing to do. But still, we contribute to it. So. But, like I said, we're so argumentative, and I think we really, to progress, need to drop this whole, oh, you don't agree with me, I don't like you, you're less of a human than I am, because that's what it looks like, personally, you know? Like I said, we're just, at this point, argumentative, superiority, complexive fucking humans at this point. I don't know. I feel like we're at a point where there can only be one right answer. There's not. Like I said, no matter how you feel in a situation, you got to remember whoever disagrees with you doesn't see it how you do. And just because they don't see it how you do, does that mean they're less of a person than you? No, right? Am I tripping? They're not less of a person, right? Am I geeking for that? Am I stupid? Has all that shit gotten to my brain? You know? No, right? I'm not tripping on this. I think we can all agree, no matter who has an opinion on what, that, you know, okay, because I'm not trying to, like, justify racism or anything, you know, but, like, whoever has an opinion that's, like, technically you can kind of consider, like, on an unbiased point of view, morally correct. I'm not saying, like, people who hate other people for skin color are technically okay to do so because it's their opinion. No, that's wrong. In my opinion, I'm saying, like, wait. Like, I can't even, like, bro, like, it's all opinionated. But in my, yeah, no, like, racism bad. Facts. Not opinion. Facts. All agree? Okay. Well, like I was saying, we need to stop being so argumentative. We need to be able to progress, because any rational thinking human being can realize we've been in the same spot for too fucking long. And, you know, if a plant's not growing, it's... Anyway, bye.